August 26th, Jackson County Commission work session to order. Have a roll call.
District 1,
Present.
District 2,
Present.
District 3,
Present.
District 4.
Present.
Quorum is present. Have our invocation by Mr. Porter and our pledge by Mr. Miller. First item is the approval of the agenda. We do have a meeting following this work session, so as we begin, we have 9 items on the agenda. Do we have any changes before we proceed? Okay, we are not entertaining a motion to approve the agenda with these items. Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Okay, discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. So we have your sign up this evening. No one signed up, no public comments. So we'll move right on to the discussion items. The first item regarding courthouse security, Mr. Sheriff.
Good evening, everyone. I guess everybody here knows who I am, but for the benefit of everybody else that don't know who I am, I'm Deputy Tony Williams, and the sheriff has asked me to give you a status of our ongoing efforts to register our X-ray equipment. Those are some handouts that I put together for you. And as a matter of background, the Code of Alabama 2214 establishes the regulation of all ionizing equipment, radiation-producing equipment, and it gives that responsibility over to the state of Alabama Office of Radiation Control to administer the program. State of Alabama Administrative Code 42326. And the State of Alabama Department of Public Health Office of Radiation Control. And Office of Radiation Control memorandum dated 26 July requested that the counties comply with the administrative code. We're not in compliance with the administrative code, nor was 51 other counties in the state of Alabama, so we're not alone. As I was tasked to go ahead and fill out the paperwork to register the equipment, and in that process, I found that there were some deficiencies. The summary requirements are stated in front of you. We have to develop and promulgate a radiation safety plan. We have to assign a radiation safety officer. We need to train personnel and equipment operation to include radiation safety hazards, post-required reading, monitoring, testing of equipment operation integrity, and radiation leakage, and the documentation, which pretty much none of this had been done in the past except for some training of personnel. The recommendations that were brought about, formalized, and I believe that the sheriff and the chief have bought off on, is split into 2 aspects. One is near term and the other one is long term. Near term is the contract form completed and equipment survey testing, and that's going to cost some money, and I'll go over that a little bit in detail in just a minute. To develop and promulgate a radiation safety plan, assign a radiation safety officer. All essential personnel and equipment operators read the manuals and post-required material. The long term, develop, promulgate a Jackson County Courthouse security plan that would be in accordance with the state of Alabama, the Supreme Court of the state of Alabama, and include in that this section that the near term is recommended to be promulgated. Once again, the detail that needs to be brought out here this afternoon is the survey of the equipment and the testing of the equipment. I've gone to L3 Communications, and I've got a quote from them for $2,100. I've also gone to Point Security out of, I believe it's South Carolina, it could be North Carolina, but they haven't responded yet. They've given me a quote over the phone that I talked to is at the LX 5.3. That's the piece of equipment that you see on the north end of the courthouse. It's really just a piece of junk. And it could go out any time. When it does go out, you're going to run into a problem of actually finding the repair parts to fix it. On the south end is about 11 years old. So it's getting on up there in years too.
When this survey is complete, Deputy Williams, will they provide us with a certificate to show the public that we have done this testing and it's passed or what have you?
Good question. The answer to that is yes, it's required. We have to publish that also. That's part of this material that has to be placed out where people can see it.
Very good.
Other questions? If to do this, if we were to put the first meeting in September, which is the second Monday, whatever the date on that is, would that be plenty of time? That's the 9th of September. Would that be enough time for us? It's not something we have to move forward with tonight. Would we do it on the 9th? Would that be appropriate?
The quote that I got from L3 Communications, I believe was dated the 7th of August.
Okay.
And I think we have about a 30-day window on that quote. But I'm sure that it's going to be in the ballpark of the same number.
What I'd like to do, if some of the opposed, is we'll take a look at that quote, get that information. If we have any other quotes come in between now and that time, compare those, and then of course make sure that they've got all certifications